just leaving Oban now and the sun has just come up. Are you comfortable?
You yacht thing, you should be sleeping.
We've had a sleep, a lovely warm shower, and we're just about to disembark. Okay, this is Tiree and this is the little village or town called Skerryvore. And that is the only shop, the co-op. So we've been on the island all of 10 minutes and we've stopped at Heinisch down the south. And we've already seen 5 seals and we've stopped at this beautiful bay here for a guy to make us some lovely breakfast. This is the little museum at Heinisch and it's the story of the Skerryvore lighthouse. Welcome to the story of the Skerryvore lighthouse. And there's the model of the lighthouse. This is a lovely little museum. It says up here that they built the lighthouse because there was at least 31 shipwrecks in a period of just 50 years. Sugar, cotton, rice, rum were all lost. So they built the lighthouse to stop this happening. We're at Balin Beach. Look at this. We are the only ones on this beautiful beach.
Okay, you little thing, do you want to tell us a bit about what's happening here, please?
We're having our first beach walk on Tiree, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. We have had common sandpipers and turnstones, and we've had seals, we've had terns. What more could you want? Oh wow!
Have you got them?
Yeah, look at that! Oh, all taken off at once. Right on top of the hill, not the highest point yet, that's the highest point from here. And we've come up from way down there. So here we are, right at the very top. And up there's the cairn. And we're just going to make our way back down again. That's where we've come from, up on the hill, and we're now back down on this beautiful beach and a lovely, slow, leisurely walk back to the van. Our first walk on Tiree, and it was really lovely. We walked back through the dunes to the van and then go and find a camping spot for tonight. And look at that spot to park up for the night. Is it not perfect?
It was pretty good. So
in the morning, hopefully we'll see lots of birds. Maybe an otter if we wake up early enough. So Guy and I are out for an evening stroll just before the sun sets. And it is so beautiful. The sky is still blue. The van is just right along there. If I zoom in, you can see it. What a spot for the night. We just saw 2 beautiful dolphins.
So we did. So we did.
Just swimming right past. And how brilliant was that? Woken up this morning with this view. A beach full of birds. The sea with lots of seals in it, sunbathing, and right outside the window, Highland cattle, and there's even a little baby one coming down the hill. This village is called Balin. We're here at Balin beach and we're going to stop for a cup of coffee. The beach is absolutely empty and really beautiful. Started out on our walk and we're going to go over to another sandy beach. This is lovely and we've even got a blue sky, pure white sand and marble pebbles. How perfect is this? And we're the only ones here. We have a little walk in between these rocks.
Alright, you little thing, do you want to tell us about what you have found, please?
I have found a brilliant passage through the sea, look! Go and film it! Right, you can film it from there.
Come on, you wee thing, let's go!
It's good, isn't it?
It's excellent, you wee thing, it's excellent.
Got the big thing coming. Woo! This is beautiful. Yet another beautiful beach. And there's lots of little birds everywhere. Look at these terns, they're attacking us. We're too near to their nest. There's a tern right in it. Terns are very aggressive. Well, that was just brilliant. Seeing a whole flock of terns nesting in all the pebbles and trying to attack us because we were too close. At the moment there's lapwings above our head as we're walking through the dunes back to where we came from. So we've just come through the dunes to discover some kind of military installation. Another military tower up there. Just going to have a look at that bit. A leisure apartment. It's not very big,
Yeah.
but fabulous view. That's us back down to the shore again. Ah, and it's such a beautiful day. So this is a little black house. Thatched roof, stones holding the roof down, and it's got to be 2 feet thick walls. Okay, the van is just round this wee corner here, and we're going to have something for lunch before we move on to our next destination. And that's the beach, our view for our lunch, and it looks absolutely amazing. Another little black house. Oh, little lapwing chick. This is the end of day 2 in Tiree, and this is our beautiful campsite for the night. It's just becoming dusk, so we're hoping to get some otters, but I'm not sure how likely that is. Day 3 on Tiree and the weather is beautiful. Beautiful blue sky, gorgeous beach and a great day for exploring. So today we're going to visit the Ringing Stone and Dunmore Broch at Tiree, and really that means the large Broch fort, and Tiree is the big beach. These are just the typical little Tiree houses.
Okay, we're just about to visit Dunmore Broch. We're one of the first brochs in Scotland to have a bath.
That's what I call an outdoor bath.
Absolutely.
So this is Dunbroch Moor, and it was built in about 60 AD, so it's lasted well. And these walls are about 2 metres high now, but they would have been at least 8 metres high. And great views they've got too. This is 60 AD.
60 AD.
60 AD.
Yeah.
Even this doorway is a bit small for me. Try to climb through there, look, come down and see.
Alright, we've just visited the Broch and we're now going to see the Ringing Stone.
We've just reached the Ringing Stone, which is over there. It's big. It does sound metal, doesn't it? You could do with a pebble. Hang on, I got a good one. It rings like metal.
Closer. The wind.
Yeah, success.
Quietly.
Metal sound on the Ringing Stone. It's time now for us to head back and get some lunch. Going to head back the same way and look at the sky. It's so beautiful. This is a beautiful beach, and just on the beach we've just come across a poor dead porpoise or dolphin, we're not sure what, well decayed, end of its life. That's us right back at the van, which is just down there. That was a lovely walk. But we're going to drive down to Got Bay now and park up at the sand and have some very late lunch because it's almost 3 o'clock. And it's 4 kilometres. So we've had our lunch and we're now going on a little tour again. And right to the very tip of the island we're going towards Milton. So this is us almost at the very top of the island, and just across the water we can see Call. So here we are down at this remote little harbour, Milton Harbour, and it looks like it really is a working harbour for the fishermen. Okay, so we've been the furthest north on the island now, haven't we?
We have indeed, your little thing, yes.
But we're going to head back down to where we were last night. Do you think you get any?
Tell us what was happening in the wee thing.
We think we got a corn
That
crate.
was a concrete tiny kind of thing.
I hope. So my genius partner here just brilliantly spotted the famous corn crate.
At the very end.
The last road. And not just spotted it, got brilliant photographs of it. Oh, look at this lovely bay. Guy, look, there's an old wooden boat over there. What a gorgeous little pier. This is our last night on Tiree. We're heading home tomorrow. And it's just the most perfect evening. An otter right out there. in the bay, and I've spent half an hour just watching him. It's been the best last evening ever. Day 4 on Tiree, and the weather is perfect. The best we've had since we got here, unfortunately, because it's time to go home. We're going to have our last little walk down to Heinisch, to the pier and the little museum, and then we need to head for the boat. We're here at Heinisch, and there is the little lighthouse workie cottages, and we're going to go for a walk up to the hill up there in the most beautiful weather, over fences as usual. So over there is the lighthouse keeper cottages. Look at that view.
Okay, you little thing, do you want to tell us what's happening here, please?
Well, we're down at Heinisch, and we're right by the keeper's cottages, and they were built to house the people who looked after the Skerryvore lighthouse, which is 20 miles out to sea. And this is the beautiful bay where we stayed last night and saw seals and otters. Just great. And down there's Heinisch Pier. This would be the most fantastic place to kayak, coming in at the little pier and then round and amongst all these little skerries.
Okay.
Head back down now and head back towards the ferry terminal, but popping into a beautiful little pier that we went to last night.
Where? In Skerryvore?
In Skerryvore.
Why do you want to go in there, you think?
Because it's so picturesque and the weather's beautiful.
Do you always get things your own way?
Always. Back down to the little walled garden and the pier. This is a very substantial pier for a tiny little remote place.
I mean, look at the stone, it's phenomenal.
It is. I mean, this is, how old?
About
150 years old, and it's all still intact.
And look at it.
Last morning, time to go to the ferry.
Never video a man until he's had a raw and sausage and a cup of tea, you know this. And in the evening until he's had his Peroni. But in my case, my Hoppy's juice.
Look at that. I don't want to go home. This is just one of the many, many beautiful beaches on Tiree. Pure white sand. So this is the little pier right down at Skerryvore. It's absolutely picturesque. And there's the van up there. Guy's just making us some breakfast before we have to get the ferry. Oh, is this not the most idyllic place? That's the ferry. Just about 20 minutes and we'll be boarding and making our way back up to Oban for our journey home. We're just boarding the ferry now. Last view of Tiree, look.